Hello folks, coming at you with a trip report type video. If you've known me for quite a while through YouTube, you'll know it's kind of like an old school style type video. I don't normally trip out because, you know, I don't usually have people that can get me the other stuff. And when it did happen, it was happening last year, more early into the year. I've just been able to, some things, get lots of trips off small amounts of it, where some people can't kind of see how that can happen. But anyways, whenever the heck it was, I bought another bottle of the, well anyways, what I'm trying to say is, I've only been on this stuff 2 times before, and it was like in, I believe it was in '09 at some point, so it was months back, or it could have been '08. I remember the very first trip. I had to be on the trip almost the whole time with my shirt off. Sometimes I would talk out loud to myself or out so I could hear what I'm saying, and I would think I know where I'm going. And then after maybe like 5-10 minutes of talking, or however long it was, because that's how long I felt anyways, then I would realize I don't know where I'm going with my sentence, although I thought I did know, or I'd try and talk, but it wasn't coming out properly, the words, or I was saying other words I can't remember exactly right. And then I just remember there was like, I could like envision hallucinations and whatever, and things were different. And then I remember the second time I did it, most of the trip I had my t-shirt on, but I had to eventually take it off near the end, and it was not as intense, I guess, as the first time. And then what happened last night? I tripped out, 3rd time ever, with DM, or DXM, whatever you want to call it, you know? Because apparently at some point, a couple months back or whatever, I bought some, and then just never used it, and then just randomly yesterday at night I kind of remembered I had it, and eventually I took some, so, you know, got a little high, and then I dosed up. The first dose was really nice. I got like an hour or 2 of this really nice, as the computer would call it, like a drunken intoxication. Because I remember I was just feeling like nice and different. I believe I was listening to I listened to a couple tunes, not many, and they sounded good. And then I remember I got a couple like hallucinations going on. And I remember, I was like sitting down on my bed. At times I had to move about and kind of like touch myself a bit. And things were different, but it was feeling nice and relaxed. So things the computer were saying about like first plateau and all that were correct. And then when the effects the effects kind of kicked in maybe about 10-20 minutes after I dosed up, right? When I start to kind of notice something going on. So, you know, I'd be moving about on the bed, might have to touch myself a bit, had a couple like hallucinations, and actually at one point I was having actually some audio hallucinations too, folks, that were really extreme, because at one point I thought there was someone kind of like, you know, walking around kind of sneaking on me or something, and I thought I could hear them saying some words or whatever. So next thing I know, I yelled out, "Hello?" and no one was there. But then I dosed up later, I got a little bit more high, and then I took more of the DM. But this time it was like I shouldn't have, because it was a little bit unpleasant at times. I found like myself, once it kicked in again, moving about, feeling a little strange, and whatnot. And then at one point, again, audio hallucination, I just like look at the ceiling or whatever, and I hear all this like flapping, almost like there was like a bird or a bat there, but there was nothing. And it wasn't as cool and fun as the first dose about 2 hours back, because about 2 hours after that dose, that's when I dosed again, and that's when it wasn't as fun or enjoyable, and it was a little bit more intense. And then I thought that I wasn't going to get any sleep at all, but eventually I did. I was just out, folks, for a while, and now as you watch this video, I'm just feeling, as I make it, a little strange and weird in the head from it all, and my head did hurt a little bit. from the second dosing up thing. And yeah, just do a small amount of DM, folks, and I guess same day you took it, don't go a dose up again after your first series of dose.